はまだ受け入れられないかもしれないけど、立ち止まるわけにはいかない。そうだろ？妹さん言ってたよな。オイラたちに旅の終点にたどり着けって。それってきちんと話をしてくれる気があるってことだと思うぞ。旅が何なのか、終点が何なのか、オイラたちで見つけないとな。気にすんな。仲間は助け合ってこそだからな。でもこれからどこに行けばいいんだ？それって妹さんと。確かにあの神が今この複雑な状況を作った。おお、たくさんある謎の答えがもう風神と眼神の2人にはあったから、この後は。ああ、でも前に勝利から聞いたように、稲妻は今だから、どうやって行くか稲妻の人に尋ねてみようぜ。オイラもだ。リーユエコーにいるアツコさん、彼女に聞いてみよう。
こんにちは。あ、お目にかかれて光栄の方が良かったかな。今頑張って現地の喋り方を勉強してるんだ。で、私に何か用かな。
ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだ。
ああ、なるほど、そういうことね。
よかった。
でもその方法は。
限りなくゼロに近い？
その方法を使ったからこそどれほど危険かがわかるんだよ。あの時頼ることができたのは自分のイカダだけだった。前方には嵐が、後方には追っ手が。逃げ出した後何日も海を漂流した挙句、食料と飲み水が底をついてね。目の前が真っ暗になって気を失ったの。正直もうダメ。でも終わりじゃなかった。それどころか新たな始まりを迎えられるなんてね。そう、まさに九死に一生の旅だったね。
そんな危険なのかよ。どうしてそうまでして稲妻を離れたかったんだ？
だってあそこは窮屈なんだもの。あまりにも緊迫した雰囲気で出入りするにも勘定奉行の厳しい審査を通る必要があるし、私の性格と合わなくてね。
勘定奉行ってなんだ？
稲妻のさまざまな事務を管理している部門のことだよ。三奉行と呼ばれてるの。例えるならリーユエの七世八門。その勘定奉行の責務の一つが稲妻に出入りする人の身分を事細かく審査すること。それから最近行われてるメガリレー、あれは天領奉行が執り行ってる。彼らは雷電将軍の忠実かつ無情な代行。故郷の悪口を言うのはあまり気分がいいものじゃないけど、あんな抑圧的な環境に長くいたらその先の生活に期待を持てなくなるの。だからどうしても行かなきゃいけない理由がない限り稲妻に行くのはおすすめしないよ。そう、でも 稲妻の近海は止むことを知らない嵐が吹き荒れてるし、たとえそれを突破できたとしても鎖国令を実施する武士から逃げない。それら問題をくぐり抜けることができても、稲妻にたどり着いた外国人を待ち受けているのは離島。正当性を証明する書類を見せないと。
稲妻に人を寄せつけないためにわざとやってるみたいだな。
あそこはただ島内の物資の供給と情報の流通を確保するために開かれた港であって。でももし本当にどうしても行きたいのなら。
イカダは危険すぎるぞ。それにオイラ多分。
違う。私が言いたかったのは、リーウェでも有名な南十字戦隊に稲妻まで連れて行って。あそこって一年中航海してるし、嵐に対する心得もあるはず。
でもあそこって武装戦隊だろ。
そこはあなたたち次第だね。棟梁の北斗さんを説得できたら可能性はあると思うよ。南十字戦隊の旗艦市長星号は今幸運閣の近くに停泊してるって聞いたよ。行動するなら今がちょうどいいかも。
じゃあ善は急げだな。
冒険だ冒険。へっはっ。やっつつ冒険だ冒険。よし出発だ。冒険だ。はっはっ。 廷内の不運だ。岩山八九。
えいやえほっはっ
はっはっつっつっ難攻不落。天理チョーク。火炎よ燃やし尽くせ。ふっふっふっふっ
みんなを守るからね。えいほっ
つっつっふっふっやっはっはっはっつっ
任せて。実験絶対に成功させる。
世界は謎だらけだ。
任せてちょうだい。
いだろう。
よーし、頑張れよ。
絶対に足は引っ張らない。はあ波の音が。
この記号は何ていう意味なのかしら。
お？あんたはもしかしてファデュイや魔人オーセルと戦った旅人か？行幸から聞いたんだ。ある旅人がリーユエを救った。あいつは目が高いからこんなに人を評価するのはめったにないことなんだぜ。当時その話を聞いて一体どんな実力を秘め、その服装と横にいるチビノであんただって分かったよ。
チビじゃない、
パイモン。ふむ、実に興味深い生き物。お二人からは風と大地の匂い以外にも何か少し。
何が何だって？今までで一番おかしな感想。
気にしないでくれ。ただ拙者は運命の出会いには意味があると信じているだけでござる。
似たようなもんだが稲妻では呼び方がちょっと違う。こいつは楓原和葉。訳あってしばらく私の船に乗ってる。時折出てきてはこういったことを口にするんだ。
船と海風があるのに潮吟じぬのはいささか風情に欠いているであろう。
確かにな。南十字舞踏会が開催されたらあんたにも詩を披露する機会を設けてやるよ。
それは今日次第というもの。何かのために書かれた詩というものはそのほとんどが
せっかくの機会なんだ。それに大英雄も参加する。そう決断を早まるんじゃない。
ちょっと待ってくれ。南十字舞踏会って。
お、私はてっきりそれの申し込みに来たのかと思ってたが、知らずにここに来た。南十字舞踏会、私が主催する舞踏大会で大勢の人が自らの武芸を披露する。参加にあたっての決まりは2つ。1つ、何かしらの実績があること。少なくとも武芸が全くできずただの遊び心で参加するのはもちろんあんたにその心配はいらない。あんたより実績のあるやつなんてそういないからな。2つ、参加者は神の目を持っていてはならない。実力の差が開いちまうからな。自分の実力に自信があるのは知ってるけど、竜や虎が隠れているのがこのリーユエだ。あんたみたいにリーユエを救った大英雄が私の舞踏会に参加すれば大きな話題を生むはずだ。そした
でもオイラたち本当に。
そう結論を焦るな。今回の舞踏会いつもより貴重な、それも主なき神の目。
拙者が提供したのでござる。もし舞踏会の優勝者がこの神の目をもう一度呼び覚ますことができたなら。
そんなものがあるのか。
所持者が亡くなると神の目は光を失うが、それでも抜け殻は消えぬ。その抜け殻で何ができるのかはまだわからぬが、実体が残っている以上受け継ぐ。
ああ、私からすりゃ神の目は神に認められたことを象徴する旗だ。それを輝かすことができるのは強者の中の強者に決まっ。その強者を見つけるため、そして神の目に再び光を灯すため南十字舞踏会を開催するんだ。神の目を持ってないのならこれが絶好の機会だろう。自分の神の目を手にするといい。
そうだぞ。舞踏会よりも。
稲妻、あそこに。
なんだ、そういうことは早く言え。稲妻に行く程度どうってことない。もしあんたが勝ったら 賞品を神の目から稲妻行き調整号の乗船券に変えてやってもいい。自分で選べ。
こいつを舞踏会に参加させたいだけだ。
もちろんさ。強者が多ければ多いほど舞踏会も派手なものになる。だから私はあんたにどうしても参加してほしいのさ。
どうする？稲妻に行くために参加するか？
よし、じゃあ会場に行って申し込んできな。舞踏会の会場は幸運閣にある。私も後からカズハと一緒に。
さすればあとは結果を待つだけであるな。悪くないでござる。
出航するから。
波の音がするな。
上はどうなってるんだ？
今日も静かな一日だ。おお、この武器はうまく手入れされているな。おお、この武器はうまく手入れされている。
あら、薬草が残りわずかしかないわ。
今日も静かな一日だ。
上はどうなってるんだ？ どうなってるんだ？
今日も静かな一日だ。
あら、薬草が残りわずかしかないわ。
上はどうなってるんだ？
準備して。
今日も静かな一日だ。
上はどうなってるんだ？
海面異常なし。海面異常なし。
たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。 士団の奴らに相手をさせるべきだな。
申し込みする前に参加者の状況を把握しておこうぜ。確か参加者は何かしら実績を持ってる必要があるって言ってた。こんにちは。南十字。
そうだが、君たちも申し込んだのか？だったらまずは舞踏会の決まりを見てくるといい。南十字舞踏会は憲法や武器を使って勝負する。実力がない人が参加しても最終的に怪我を負うだけだ。誰もそんなことは望んでない。そうだろう？
おお、それならもう聞いたぞ。でもそっちは一体どんな実績？
俺か。以前チコガン自由迫撃大会で準優。
なんかあまり一般的な。
そんな聞いたことないのか。よくやってる大会で俺が参加した時なんか、大会の実績以外にも洗顔軍の代わりに砲塔弾を捕まえたことがある。悪さをする2人の悪党をとっ捕まえ、夜中に俺のところに盗みに。あの時のことはよく覚えてる。俺の左拳がだが俺は一歩も引かず回し蹴りで刀を確かに。でも結構重い傷を。
まあ、オイラたちからすれば砲塔弾を同時に 4,5 人相手するなんて日常さ。よし、じゃあもう少し周りを
闘技場で会おう。若いやつには負けないぞ。
ああ、武芸を極めるためには実戦で経験を積む必要があると師匠。しかし俺たちにとって修行以外にもあの主なき神の目を手に入れること。
はい、神の目があれば私たちは師匠の弟子の中でも一番のお気に入り。
その師匠ってすごそうだな。
ああ、あのお方は霊山派の創始者で非凡な実力の持ち主。俺とこの弟でそれもそのはず。まだ創設して間もない流派だからな。まだ師匠の名声ほど高くはないんだ。あの人は武術の達人で数々の技を生み出した。彼が霊山派で伝授しているのは家系と呼ばれるカンフーだ。
家系？
気功の一種で身にまとう気を用いることで少しも動くことなく相手の攻撃を防ぐことができる。例えば俺の師匠は相手の拳をたやすく反らすことができたり、投げられた石の軌道を変えたりできる。
過去に師匠に挑んだ人は手も触れずに吹き飛ばされたことがあるらしいです。
確かに本当のことだ。ただ習得するのは非常に困難でな。俺たちみたいに長く修行をしていても
きっと私たちには素質が足りないから習得に時間がかかっているんでしょう。
学費がいるのか？
もちろんです。師匠は武術の達人で毎日忙しくされている身。そんな方から直々に教わるのですから誠意。
ただ師匠の指導を受けているにもかかわらずいつまで経っても進歩しないから。しかもその後コカ派に神の目を持つ者が加わり流派に大きな進展があったと聞く。
ですので私たちも神の目を手に入れたら師匠の機嫌が良くなるのではと思いまして。
大丈夫。それに考えられる手は全部試してみるべ。
そうですね。もし成功すれば霊山派の名が歴史に残ることに。そうすれば周りから一目置かれるでしょう。
リーグへ。あ、とそこの若いの見たと。つまり僕の競争相手が。
お前も優勝を狙ってるのか？
そうだ。参加するなら目標は優勝しかないだろう。それに神の目は僕にとって唯一足りないもの。そしていやいや、別に具体的に何かしようとは思ってないさ。ただ完璧。少し自慢になってしまうけど、僕の人生はこれまで何の挫折もない順調なものだった。どんな試験にも落ちたことがないし、商売をすればかなりの儲けを得た。みんなの目には僕は完璧な人間として映っているだろう。だが僕はそれで満足はし。そう、
こんなに自信満々なやつも。
そんなのは重要じゃない。僕は南十字戦隊にも知り合い、それに大勢の人に応援を頼んでいてね。みんな仲のいいご近所さんなんだ。もちろん僕も何日かかけて武道を学んだよ。僕の才能ならこんな舞踏会なんか適当にやっても優勝できるさ。ふん、生意気な口だな。よし、僕は試合前の準備をしてくるよ。僕の登場を楽しみに待ってておくれ。
なんかみんな自信満々だったり騙されてたり実力が普通だったりで、お前の方がすごいってことを大声で言ってやりたい。
警察層腕相撲優勝。この実績は。次の方どうぞ。まずはお名前を教えてください。まさか
嘘でしょ？
本当に噂の？
あの人神の目を持ってなかったの？この舞踏会に参加するなんて。
その確認ですが、あなたは。
やっぱり彼が？
総選儀式で国政様と話をしてた人だ。
ちょっと彼からサインをもらえないかしら。
この舞踏会は神の目を持たない者のみ参加できることは本当ですか？噂ではあなたの戦闘力は並外れており、何度も危険な状況をくぐり抜けてきたと聞きます。魔人もファデュイもあなたの敵ではないようですが。
でも本当に神の目は
すみません、失礼しました。大英雄様が嘘をつくことはないと形式的なものです。述べていただけると私も登録するのに魔人オセルを討伐したことは知っています。他にはありますか？
風魔竜トワリンとも戦ったことがある。
優勝は彼に違いない。
今から参加を辞退しても
わかりました。それで十分です。こんなに立派な。はい、登録が完了いたしました。大英雄様がこの舞踏会に参加するのですから、目的はきっと優勝してこの神の目を手に入れることでしょう。
そのために来たんじゃないぞ。優勝したら稲妻に連れてってくれるって。
他にも商品が？そんなの
多分北斗さんがその条件を出したから大英雄様も参加する気になったんだ。
でも大英雄様、稲妻みたいな危険なところに。
なるほど。北斗姉様と事前に条件を話し、誰もあなたが参加するとは思いませんでしたので。とにかく予選はもうすぐ始まります。
そうだ、この舞踏会って神の目を持ってる。お前は神の目を持ってないけど、テイワットでは神の目を持つ人だけが元素力を使えるっていう認識なんだ。だから誤解されないように試合の時は元素力は使わないでおく。それにこの程度の相手なら元素力を使わなくても楽勝だろ。じゃあ行こう。
その自信に満ちた表情。今では私と共に会場へ。
大注目の優勝候補、彼の1試合目が今始まるぜ。
君、大英雄。
なんか一般人よりも弱かったな。あの自信はどこから来てたんだろう。とりあえず勝ったから北斗のところに行こう。何か話したいことがあるみたいだぞ。
さすがは私が見込んだつわものだ。あんたも見ただろ、カズハ。全く無駄な動きをせず迷いなく勝負をつけた彼。
そうであるな。しかし相手を傷つけぬよう少し手加減をしていたようにも見えたでござる。
今までいろんな戦いを経験してきた私だが、この1試合を見ただけでこいつの強さがはっきりと分かったぜ。だから褒め言葉をケチる必要なんてないんだぞ。
褒めるとするな。悪くない勝負で。
まあいい。あんたに詩を読んでもらって場の雰囲気を盛り上げようと思ったが無理強いだったみたいだな。実はさっき参加者が大勢私のところに来てな。リーユへ、それから参加を申し込む人が一気に増えた。中には武道を極めたやつもいる。みんなあんたと勝負したいと思ってるみたいだぜ。だからあんたには優勝候補にふさわしい待遇を一般選手との勝負で体力を消費してほしくないし、それにあんたももっと熱い対決を期待してるだろ。だからあんたには直接準決勝に進出してもらうことにした。
さっきのはまだ予選だろ。
これが姉君の性格でござる。止められ。それに実際の実力でもこの大英雄は準決勝まで進む。
それはそうだけど。
じゃあまずは他の試合を観戦しよう。誰が。ついに来たぞ。
どうやら姉君はこの勝負に多い。お主の対戦相手は数々の試練を突破。実力ではお主に及ばぬかもしれぬが油断は禁物でござる。ではお主が。
おしゃべりは
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully...
Relax, my guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun.
Come on, let's go sign up.
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. It's a fury. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right! For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried. If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless...
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters, and see, only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow! Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick. So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance. I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. Quick on his feet and swift I faltered for but a brief moment. But before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Hey there! Well, where did the other...
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Ling Shun Clan Kung Fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed, and I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beidou. Surely she's gotta know something.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beidou did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be strong?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about. Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Quake!
Off we go!
Solidify!
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, Might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learn to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, he just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Let's dance. Ink! Yeah.
Don't worry, I got...
Come on, we can do it.
Gather! Time for retribution!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems, and one will always encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably, sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
Wow! I've been waiting for this
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling match in the semifinal, but today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone.
Wait a moment. Captain Beidou, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do so?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beidou.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see.
If you would, please come with me. Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there...
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see, shortly.
Rise!
I'm looking forward to this.
Damn you! My flame has been extinguished.
Off we go!
I always bounce back. Just watch me. Why do Benny's adventure team? I have failed you.
Solidify!
I'll take care of it.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Solidify!
I'll protect us.
The hunter.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me!
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision! Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me!
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind, In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
Aha! So you were supposed to be...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beidou. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow... Drat. This should have gone differently. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a use.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa! We don't need to go that far, do...
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight. What are you trying to do? I'll have my revenge. No! Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead!
He has persevered to the bitter end. And now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No, no need for that.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it!
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? I see. So you are also unable to rekindle. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for a...
one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants. Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibility. Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to... They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but...
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after what?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing. Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu? We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her. It's about time she came back to work.
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel outside? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
We go!
Stabilize! quake!
Did Beidou leave already? Maybe she went back.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite...
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize, in which case the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer present, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, The Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of...
Paimon believes you'll find a way...
Thank you. May both our journeys prove me... One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Adventure time!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux Fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kinda hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Let's go find some treasure. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Off we go! Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Ahoy there.
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye!
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
so hard.